Hello everyone, my name is Sanjo-chan and today I want to talk about Twitter. I'm pretty sure you have one, or at least know someone who has one. You probably don't have any followers, or you have hundreds and thousands of followers. For myself, I have about 500 followers. But I also had nearly 400 people I was following myself. But it was actually a problem. Why? Well, up until 6 years ago, I realized that I was using Twitter for the wrong ways. Even though I was using it for myself as an alternative to Facebook, because Facebook you can only share so much. Twitter, on the other hand, it had a lot of potential as far as expanding my upcoming media empire. Well, not really an empire, but you get the idea. As far as making me grow as a content creator, there was some drawbacks, but I'll get to that right now. So I got back into Twitter recently, and I've neglected Twitter for 6 years. I guess it's because I couldn't stand the fact that I was following so many people and all their tweets were irrelevant to me. And the reason why that was so is because I went into the attitude that if I follow people and they follow me back, everything will be fine, right? Wrong. It might work for some people, but over time I realized that I've actually neglected myself and my followers. So all the people I was originally following that I actually connected with, they're no longer following me on Twitter. And that was one of the things I but rather fretted on doing when I wanted to come back on Twitter. So I've neglected Twitter for 6 years, and it was until very recently I decided to just weed everything out. I was originally going to unfollow everyone on Twitter and then go back to all the people that I was following and pick up on them. And the reason why I wanted to do that was because if you go to a person's profile, you can see if they're following you. So all the people that I really enjoy communicating with, if I saw that they weren't following me, then of course, that feelings that, I feel bad. Feel really bad that I neglected them. And plus, the way I had my Twitter account set up, I had it set up to where any post I would make or anything I do outside of Twitter would tweet where my followers can see it. And that's the wrong way to use Twitter. And this is why I come up with this video, because I'm sure a lot of you are wanting to get back into Twitter. They're in the same boat as me. You can do what I did to get yourself back on your Twitter feed, or to spread your wings, so to speak. So I use a tool called iUnfollow, if I said that correctly. iUnfollow is free, but you can pay either monthly or yearly for it. That's all it does. You can just unfollow people or follow people that are following you, or whatever you can imagine as far as managing your followers. And I went with this tool because all the other tools I found that you had to pay, or they had ridiculous limits. Like one tool I used, I'm not going to name any names, but one tool I used, you could only unfollow 5 people, or 5 or 10 people a day. And one other tool I used, you could follow 50 people, which is actually iUnfollow. iUnfollow does that, which is better than ones I've used so far. But with iUnfollow, you have to pay. If you have to pay, you can, and it won't cost you an arm and a leg like the other services I tried. Like one of the services I tried, they want to pay $15 to get these features. You can unfollow as many people as you need, and do some other awesome things as far as marketing and all that stuff. But another problem, especially with the reason why I went with iUnfollow, is because when you go to find out who's following you and who's not, you'll know. And especially if it's a person that you don't want to be on that list, you'll see them on that list. There's a chance that you'll see them. And that was the case for me. With iUnfollow, you had an option of either seeing the people who are following you or the people that you're following and they're not following back. But when you first log onto that site, the first thing you'll see are all the people that you're following, and it won't tell you if they're following you back unless you click on the other links that tell you otherwise. So that's why I went with them. Initially, again, 50 unfollows per day, but for $3 roughly like approximately, I think it was $3.33. It was an odd amount. I think it was $3. For $3 a month, you can do all that, and you won't have to put up with the fact that, you know, to find out if they're following you or not, especially if you've neglected Twitter for that long. And also there's the option of paying a year for $10. Of course, not $10 at once. It's, of course, whatever, $9.99 times 12. Of course, that money has to come up front. But for my case, I would only need 1 month for it, and so far it's helped me a lot. As soon as I got down from whatever I was following to where it is now, everything's been so much better. I've been able to think, and also I've been able to use Twitter the right way again. Before, I was using Twitter the wrong way back in the early 2010s or late 2000s when Twitter was, you know, becoming a thing. Everyone was telling you how to use Twitter, like, follow this and I'll follow you back. So that way your follower count will grow, right? Like, it might work for some people, but in the end you can see what it does to you, and that's pretty much my case. And thinking back now, it's actually a form of Twitter abuse, I guess, if you could call it that. And I was using it to grow my blog, Centaku Media at the time, which is now Centaku Media, as you're watching on the channel as I speak. I want to do that again. I want to get back into blogging, creating content. I have a job now, of course that's a thing, and the time since I started Centaku Media, let's say Centaku Media, even from back then, 12 years ago, even in time since I have a job and I can actually support the growth of my fallback in case something bad happens with the economy, which I hope not. So, yeah, if I follow the people I want to follow, everything won't be so cluttered, and I do feel bad about the people I unfollowed, but I hope to get back in touch with them as I go along with my restart on Twitter. Oh yeah, and I need to tell you how many people I was following before I started this. So when I actually started, I had at least a little over 400, exactly 400. Right at 400, maybe right at 399, that close. I started unfollowing people, and then that's when I said I better go get a tool, because the whole idea of seeing if all the people were following me or unfollowing me, you know, that's what bothered me. So that's when I found iUnfollow. So anyway, let's just say I had 388. That was the actual number I saw before I did this. It took me, real time, not real time. It took me like a week because I was contemplating whether I should pay for this service. So I started a little bit and I just put off for a bit to see if I really wanted to do this. So the next week I actually went ahead and paid for it, and let's just say it took like an hour in one sitting to get down from 388, or let's say 399, to 75 followers. Yes, you heard that right. So it took me an hour to get down from 400 to 75 followers. Of course, all the 75 people I'm following now includes my friends, official social media accounts for brands or gaming sites or whatever you can think of, and then I did keep a few people on the list that I still follow. I mean, of course, I still follow them, but they used to follow me. So the people that I still following no longer follow me, and those are the people I connected with. So I'm gonna keep them a little longer in hopes of reconnecting with them, because I actually enjoy their content. So I'm hoping that we get to connect and whatever endeavors that we go through, like Twitch or Instagram or even blogging or maybe YouTube. So that's one exception, and right now as I'm recording this, it's back at 80, but of course it's not going to get any higher than like 120. I wanted to make it where it's not too quiet, but just enough where I can handle everything. And I do plan on refollowing like some people that I find meaningful, that's, you know, worth my time. Of course, that's the way it's going to be from now on. Like, I'm doing this on Instagram, and actually this practice I'm borrowing from Instagram because I only have like 100. I'm following 120 people. I have slightly more followers, I think, if I remember correctly. But I'm trying not to follow everyone because I do want to get on Instagram, but also don't want to make the same mistake as I did with Twitter. So I'm keeping Twitter and Instagram balanced. So Twitter is the next step, and after 11 years of having this account and having about 500 followers, I don't want to lose a good thing, and I don't want to have to start all over again. Well, even though I'm starting, not really starting again, but just having, I guess, a little head start in this event, I can benefit from it if I use a separate Twitter account for all of my Centaku Media endeavors. So from now on, anything that I do as far as new posts that's on the WordPress Centaku Media blog, any new videos I upload on YouTube, any new streams I start on Twitch, they're going to be posted to the @Centaku Media Twitter account. And this also helps me out, because what I do is I'll follow that social media account, and that way I can like or retweet, so that way it reciprocates to the people who are following me. Clever, right? Definitely, that's what they suggest you do. Well, as far as having a separate Twitter account, that's, another, good thing to do, because, everything is taken care of for you. Whatever you see or do pops up in your feed, all you gotta do is like it and retweet it, and then mention about it, and then it'll get picked up, right? And plus, I'm using another app, which is called CrowdFire. I'm trying that out right now to see if it's even worth investing in the long term. But right now, you can link your Twitch account, your YouTube account, your Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, your WordPress blog. I might have said that already, but you can connect everything, almost everything imaginable, just to promote your brand across different channels. So anyway, that's about, I think I'm about done with what I had to say. So to sum it up, if you have too many Twitter people you're following on Twitter, if you've been off of it for 3 years, maybe 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or maybe even since it first started, this is a good opportunity to get back into it now if you use iUnfollow. So check that link out in the description for iUnfollow. I have nothing to do with them. I don't have an affiliate link. I mean, like, if you really enjoy this video, I do appreciate some kind of tip, but no proceeds goes to that company. But I really wanted to share that with you, and if you're in the same boat, I hope you benefit from it a lot. Speaking of Twitter, you can follow me at Sanjo-chan, and you can follow Centaku Media at Centaku Media. And also I'm on Facebook under Centaku Media, and also on Twitch under Centaku-chan. And until next time, thank you for watching.